even include this. I started recording this the other day. So annoyed because I feel like I've recorded so many clips holding this stupid mic to my face, thinking that, oh my days, yeah, I'm recording my vocals. I wasn't. And then we had a bunch of builders basically come in and begin the works. So literally in the middle of a very interesting and serious conversation, which I will most definitely get back to. They came in and started moving a bunch of stuff. But you know what? I have a new topic on my mind. So I'm like, we're going to talk about it now. But basically, I love a good sit down, discuss not dilemma, but social commentary sit down video. But I don't want to sit down. I'm cooking. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten basically all day. I have been working at my computer all day. I work in marketing. That is my full-time job. I've been doing that all day. I literally have had some crazy, when it's just like, how many things can go around? I'm also recovering from the flu. So your girl is really overwhelmed and tired and a bit stressed. And I just want to use this as like Zen time and chit chat time with you guys. But something interesting has been going around social media, and it's this whole talk of jealousy in friendships. I am just washing some peppers because let me break down to you what I'm making first before I start chatting. I'm basically cooking whatever I can find in the kitchen kind of meal. I basically season them with combination spice, so lazy woman spice, and a bit of salt. Added in a little bit of this garlic paste and ginger paste. And then my neighbors are from Barbados and they made us some Bajan seasoning. So like, shout out them, they're so kind and so lovely. My sister made some white rice, so I'm gonna have it with that. And then I wanna just stir fry some peppers and stuff. But now time for the actual discussion. So there's been this whole thing online and this whole conversation right now about jealousy in friendships, and it started with this girl's TikTok, and I guess I won't insert the whole TikTok.
Something that I've been wanting to talk about on here is jealousy within friendships, but not as in, oh, my friend is jealous of me, but from the perspective of being the friend who is jealous. I had a friend.
To kind of summarize what she says, she felt quite jealous of the friendship, and she felt like the girl was basically living her dream life, the life that she wanted, the life that she aspired to have, basically. For me, when I started my kind of uni experience, I had an incredibly difficult time trying to find a placement job. Like, it was honestly the hardest experience ever, and I ended up literally working at a hardware store because there was no placement job. Guys, and while I have the time, I'll show you around my little store. So this is the front, proper like warehousey. Then these are all the stupid things they have been carrying, like that. The toilet. I'm doing this all before my manager comes back. And then this is like the mini kitchen and all of that stuff. It's just very hardware, very manly, very Bob the Builder. But yeah. And all my other friends were working really amazing corporate roles that were so aligned with what they wanted to do for really big companies. And I was working for Toolstation. But that's just my example. Quite jealous of the life that she was living. And she said, so from her perspective, she said she wasn't horrible to her friend, that she actually restricted herself quite a bit, because she was just like, I could have allowed how I was feeling to manifest a lot, or present itself a lot more in the friendship, but she didn't. But she also was very self-reflective of the fact that she was not in a good place in her life. Like, she was deeply unhappy. She was obviously deeply unfulfilled with what she was doing. She was struggling to get where she wanted to get to. And she is literally then faced with someone who is doing everything that she wanted to do, and she's not. You know, it's super embarrassing for a lot of people to talk about jealousy and to talk about all these things that they're feeling. But she wanted to have a real and honest conversation, and that a lot of people feel jealousy. A lot of people might feel this way in certain circumstances, but because of how, you know, because of the connotations of jealousy, and I'm not here to say jealousy is a... Actually, I'm going to break down what I think jealousy is, but because of the connotations around jealousy and how, you know, it is portrayed, no one ever really wants to admit that they feel jealous, or they feel, I guess, envious, or feel like they are facing someone who's doing exactly what they want to do, and they've tried everything and they just can't get there. And I saw a really nice TikTok actually of someone explain how, and she basically said that there seems to be a lack of, I think I made too many peppers. Like, this is how much. It's for me, my dad, and my mum. And I think this is enough. I don't really want to make too much, because then I just feel like it's going to go to waste. But at the same time, I'm going to have to cut it, because it's literally, this is all that was left. I'm going to have to cut it. But she was basically saying that there's a lack of understanding and conversation about honesty when it comes to how you feel in certain scenarios. And she basically said that, why are we pretending and why are we acting like we've never been jealous or never been envious of people in situations and circumstances that we want to be in? Like, let's be frank and honest. We see now, especially now, right, with how hard things are, with how difficult things are for people financially, how the economy is crumbling. The economy is bad. Life in general, it just really isn't that great. In the UK, there was literally a whole meningitis outbreak situation where people are already pre-anticipating being locked in again. And we've already experienced COVID, and no one wants a COVID situation again. There are wars, there are genocides, there are people are dying, Kim. Like, people are dying. And we see, I guess I see sometimes on TikTok in comments and stuff, people commenting when, let's just say, influencers get PR or influencers are consuming a lot of products. People in the comments being like, girl, you're consuming a lot, or you're doing the most, or "Oh, I wish I was receiving this PR. I wish I had this amount of money to be doing XYZ. I wish I got to experience this life." Like, let's not act and let's not pretend that we don't look at celebrities or influencers or people who seem or appear to have an abundance of financial freedom and perks. And we don't look and we're just like, yo, I wish I got to experience that. And it might not even be a thing, because I think sometimes people come and it's just like, well, if you want to experience that, just do it. Like, just become one. Some people don't want to become influencers, and that's okay. But the life in which we live right now, normal jobs are not able to sustain people, and that is not normal. A job should be able to sustain your housing, your food, should be able to take you on a holiday or two, not gonna lie, and should be able to allow you to have a fulfilled life. That is what a normal job, a minimal wage job should do. Life shouldn't be so expensive that people have to have a main job, a side hustle, an influencing career. Obviously, when people see influencers that seem to not be doing much, quote unquote, just posting videos, editing videos, uploading them and getting brand deals, etc., you can understand in the climate that we are in right now, that can cause, sorry, I thought someone knocked on the door. That can cause a little bit of jealousy. And I remember I was listening to a podcast, shout out Pretty Basic. I say shout out, they're not even going to see this. They are huge girls in the game and they've been doing this for ages. two YouTubers, Alicia Marie and Remy Ashton. But I remember, I'm pretty sure it was Alicia Marie, and she said that jealousy isn't a bad feeling. Jealousy is just a reminder that there are goals and people are doing things that you want to do. I cannot be jealous of someone if I don't see what they want and want or aspire that for myself. People don't like nuance. People, it's not even, you know, sometimes I'm like, it's not even nuance. It's kind of just common sense. Like, it is literally just reading a book fully instead of just reading a blurb and thinking you understand the book. Like, things that come from jealousy might be, I'm going to grind my ass off because I see that and I want that and I believe I can have that for myself, and I'm going to put in all the work so I do have that for myself. But jealousy can also be, oh my day, she has that, I want that, I'm gonna stop her from getting her bag, I'm gonna, I don't know, people do crazy. I saw another video, and I'm gonna insert a clip here. Been record. Couldn't be bothered, but basically, because I tried to screen record, I was just like, this is just not really working. But the preface of the video was, she basically said, if you are a jealous friend, you are a thief, you're a witch, and there's no reason for you to be jealous, and that why would you be jealous if you're in my circle? Because if you're in my circle, then automatically whatever good things happen to me will also happen to you. And that basically, she doesn't understand why people are applauding or praising or, I guess, like, happy that the girl is expressing that she's a jealous friend. Kind of like, what is the world that we're in right now? Da, da, da. That was kind of like her whole rhetoric. It was very much like, you are a bad person if you experience jealousy or are jealous of a friend. That was the preface of the video. Can't bother to screen record. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Why?
Just if we're doing recording, just tell do not disturb so that we don't come in here. Because it's easy to come into the kitchen.
Okay, well, I'm doing it now, so do not disturb, please.
I can't walk now.
You're working in my room, though.
I need to go.
Okay, so we're back. Food is here. And I guess we can just continue the conversation, but you're seeing your best friend do everything that you want to do, and you've tried everything by your power and your might, and you can't do it, and it just seems to be handed down to her. You're probably going to feel jealous, or you're probably going to feel sad, or you're going to probably feel disappointed that that's not you. The emotion itself isn't bad, but the actions or what you do with those emotions, I think, is oftentimes the issue, which is why I didn't necessarily really get her point when she was just like, being jealous means you're a thief. This is so nice. It's really good. Corns are tea. She was then talking about how if you're a jealous friend, you can steal from me, you can do this to me. Like, you can't inherently say because someone feels jealous in a situation that then means that they're gonna act in a way that's gonna steal from you. And another comment she made was just like, oh, everyone's talking about nuance, it's not nuance. I think kind of the consensus and like the understanding that I got from the video was, from the multiple videos and the multiple perspective and comments that I'd seen, I think from the main video was, this girl was just actually feeling an emotion towards her friends, and her friend was doing the big thing and she was just there like not doing it, and she felt a type of way, and the friendship didn't flourish, probably because, for whatever reason, but probably a part of it was because of how she was feeling towards her and she had to take a step back. Jealousy isn't inherently a bad thing, and jealousy doesn't make you a thief. It is a real emotion and a real feeling, and I think if more people were more honest with what the different emotions and what exactly they were feeling, I think a lot of people at some point would have felt jealousy in some way. They might have acted on it differently. They might have not acted in a way that was, you know, I'm going to ruin your life, I'm going to put things in place so you can't prosper. That's kind of my opinion and my 2 cents. I guess I wanted to do it alongside me cooking because, you know, just something different than me just like chatting to the camera, even though I did just end up chatting to the camera. I think sometimes which is why I like YouTubers. That TikTok can just feel like this never-ending spiral of commentary and comments, but in such like quick videos. Like you don't really get to sit down and digest and explore different areas of it. And sometimes it can just feel a bit overwhelming. Like there's just so many videos, there's so much content out there. It can just feel a bit overwhelming. So I wanted to make this YouTube video of a culmination of all my thoughts on this topic. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment down below your thoughts on the topic, whether you feel the same, whether you agree that if you're jealous, like, the fuck, like, what's wrong with you? Or if you think there's more to the conversation. And if you think the girl was brave for actually coming out and talking about it, or if you just think she was mad, like, I want to know. That's everything from me. I'm going to sit and enjoy this, so goodbye.